Goal. I don't know how the hell on an NFL intro video we got goal as the ending to the NFL intro video, but I'll have to get with the Prez and figure that one out at a later date. But welcome to the RPS Print Factory Show, episode 1 of this season here with my guy Big T DFS. What's going on here, buddy? I know you're going to draft a best ball team, probably a $20 here. You're going to hop in it in about 30 seconds, maybe. So if anyone wants to try and get in with Big T for a few final $20 bullets, he's going to probably get in about 30 seconds. What's up, Big T?
Yeah, I'm going to get in, knock out a few of these last $20 millies. I think I got everything else filled pretty much. Everything else pretty much what I wanted to get in is in. I still need to finish some of these 20s, but it's nice when you only got those left because, honestly, those are the easiest ones. You just get in and you just do what you do. So it doesn't require that much thought. The 555s and stuff, I like to think a little more. The 20s, I kind of just let them rip. Whatever happens, happens, and try to get some stacks. But, yeah, if you want to get in this next 20 milli, I am going to get in right now.
All right, Big T's in right now. There's probably a little lag, so it's probably going to fill instantly. But
if you want to try and draft, was a nice part. So,
you got 1 of 12. That's like the
first one. It filled instantly.
That's like almost impossible too. That's impressive right there.
Let me screen share.
You're going to get some rumpier too, getting in there for sure.
Let's see what we got. Of course, what pick did I get? I got
probably 12. Nope.
2, 4, or the 9. It looks like.
You think?
Oh, look at AP sneaking in on us. Look at AP creeping up behind me.
I know AP said that he likes. He's been listening to us with the best ball shows, and he's sneaking in a few. He snuck in a draft this time. Shout out to AP.
Both these guys behind me and our boy NYG fan. I mean, these guys are sniping me.
You're done if NYG fan's in there. He's an actual shark. You better be careful. He's a sharp dude. So. He was already in my he was already in my DMs messaging me about a showdown slate. I said, bro, I haven't even looked at the showdown for tomorrow. Message me tomorrow. I'll have better info for you. So yeah, he's excited about showdown tomorrow. We're gonna have shows all day for showdown, by the way. So if you're interested in the showdown slates, the big contest they have on DraftKings, we're gonna have all that content for you tomorrow. 3 different shows throughout the day. 3 different shows. AP and Rubio are going to be on at 11 Eastern time with the Saber show. They're bringing back the Saber show. That's going to be 11 Eastern time. Then me and Big T are going to be on for the Print Factory at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then the boys, Wiley, JBC, maybe there's a third in there, but I know Wiley and JBC are going to be on at 6 Eastern time, taking you guys close to lock with their Showdown Kings show. So 3 shows all throughout the day on this channel. If you like sports, you like football, you want the showdown content, we'll have it on this channel, rumpiersports.com. Check us out. RPS15 is that promo code still going if you want 15% off your monthly or weekly payment. So get on over. Get in the Discord too. If you sign up, make sure you get in the Discord after you sign up because the Discord is a lot of fun. And that's really one of the best parts, I think, Tony, about signing up for Run Pure is we have one of the best Discord communities in the entire DFS community.
Yeah, we got all our people are always in Discord too. You got other sites that they're scheduling times to go in there to talk to you. People are always in there. I'm not saying we're in there the entire day, but we're in there and answering questions. We're all on there multiple hours a day, without a doubt.
You mean
is RIP Kobe in there with me? Are you in there, Kobe?
RIP Kobe.
In the chat, he said good luck. Like maybe he's in the draft with me.
Oh, Rip Kobe! Shout out Rip Kobe. I saw him in the Discord today. He was in the Discord chopping it up. I'm seeing some people trickle back in for the football season, Tony. It's nice to see those people start to trickle back in for this football season. Hopefully we'll get more in as we get into tomorrow's slate. But this draft here, so what we're going to do, guys, for this show specifically is Tony's obviously going to get a draft in, maybe another draft, who knows. but he's going to get a draft in. We're going to talk some futures bets, and we'll kind of come back and forth between the draft and the futures bets so we can give you guys
hope. Look at JT going in the 7-hole.
Oh, this might be a really good draft, dude. You got 4 running backs so far in the first 7 picks. This might be a really good draft. I'll tell you that.
And AJ Brown.
Wow. By the way, dude, I saw our boy, Matty Ice in our Discord, right? This dude, listen to this start, Tony. And I don't know if this is in the millie. I'm assuming it's in the millie. He must have had the first or second overall pick, I assume. But CeeDee Lamb, Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Tank Dell, Zay Flowers.
Yeah, that's how you win.
That is a very nice start to a team. I don't know how it's going to finish, but that's a monster start right there. I would take that start any day of the week if you gave it to me. I'd gladly take that start.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Currently on a plane. Our boy Tim Terry said, "What is Big T drafting? Just a $20 millie. That's all we got left, baby. We got to finish strong." ODB's texting too. We got ODB's picks. He's on an airplane. He's watching. I got his picks for when we go division by division shortly.
Perfect. All right. So we'll get the ODB winners, and he'll be back for this show. He's just not here today because he's flying out to go play golf at some really nice, golf resort or something like that. Right, Tony?
I almost got the unicorn, Chase Harrison, my dream. I almost got the dream.
Wait, Justin Jefferson went 10 to AP?
Yeah.
Holy crap. This is a good draft right here. You got Chase at 9. It's funny too.
He got freaking Jefferson and Harrison in the 10-hole.
Remember your theoretical, if you could, you should have, damn it, AP, you shouldn't have drafted Marvin Harrison. Tony would have had a chance to get his Chase, Marvin Harrison.
Right after I talked about it.
I told you too. It can happen. Like I told you that.
The one place I would love to have it too is actually the $20 millie just for a random team.
Yeah, because it's first or last in these things, and it's like at that point, why wouldn't you take like a chance on something like that? It'll be super unique. Who was the third guy? Was it Rice?
I basically just said if you can pick your 3 favorite stacks, but you have to take the 3 quarterbacks as well.
Yeah, but you gave an example of
Mahomes and Rice, Burrow and Chase.
Because Rice could easily fall to you here. And then you could have got Pat Mahomes on the way back. Like that could be doable.
How am I going to sneak Chiefs by AP though? He's down there sniping me. I need a new team.
Damn it, AP. Damn it.
AP's ruining all the fun.
Yeah, he had to jump in. He had to jump in this draft.
He's going to end up winning the millie too. Look at his team. And then he's going to get Mahomes and Rice on the way back.
Yeah, Jefferson and Harrison.
Imagine if he got that. You are saying my point though. Like, imagine if he got Rice and Mahomes this time around. Like, I would love that 4 start. Yeah,
and then he somehow snuck in Kyler. 2 picks later, like two rounds later, he got Kyler, and
he can't take the. Well, it would help his team actually because he doesn't have to take Sam Darnold.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like he takes Kyler and Mahomes, and that's it. Like forget about quarterbacks.
Season bets, then no. After I pick these 2, let's look at these season props because you got me.
You want to look at divisions or props?
Yeah, just like we always do. We got to pick our divisions. We got to make all our picks.
I got plenty of props too. So when we get to the actual props part, I got plenty of props. So I'm ready. I'm ready for you to make fun of me. Got my good props going.
Yet, so
that's all right. You can just listen to my props and then laugh at me or agree with me. It's one or the other. Okay. You're either with me or against me, Tony. Okay. That's how this fucking show goes.
Props. No one loves props more than Mangone.
I know Mangone does. I gave Mangone a winner though, and he told me instantly on the phone that he was betting it right when we hung up. So I sold him. I sold him on a prop so good that he told me that he was pretty much running to the window once he hung up the phone with me to go bet it. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Salesman at heart. What are you going to do?
Mangone is true, though. He got me hooked on these props, except tonight the man didn't send them to me. Mangone, how am I supposed to eat? I didn't get them tonight.
That's not a true friend, Travis. That's not he you know what's funny too? So you got to spend some time with Travis. So he told you his whole system and everything. He just like kind of teased it to me on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, I got this thing. It's been crushing, blah blah blah," and he's telling me all about it. Doesn't say anything else though.
He's a genius. That's all I do is win with this system. I must have won too much though. He didn't send them to me tonight.
Hate to see it, Mangone. All right, let's see where Big T's going here. He's got 2 more spots until he picks. AP's got a nice start. I like Tony's start. AJ Brown. Dude, still a lot of running backs. Look at this. 3.
A lot of green.
So you have 4 teams in the top 7 that have went running back to start. 4 teams, Tony.
What about this? What about this, AP? Come get some, AP.
You taking Rice?
Come get some, AP.
Yeah, you taking Rice. What? So you don't care at all about like Rice's ADP skyrocketing. You're like, I don't give a shit. I'll still take him in the 3rd. You're cool with that?
I don't even remotely care about that.
By the way, AP's about to take your Mahomes. He's about to take Mahomes.
Take Mahomes, AP. I want you to
have NYG start is good. He just got DK Metcalf. He went Wilson, Nakua, Metcalf.
The reports on Puka are terrible. That was the problem.
Well, I don't love Puka, but him in the 2nd round is better than the 1st round. That's
His
for sure.
Reports are scaring me though. Like he might be more hurt than people think.
I hope so because I don't have barely any of him. So that's good for me. I'm way over on Cup, Whittington, Tutu. I pretty much have every other Rams guy but Puka. So if the reports are true, then that'll be good for me. Yep, AP just took Mahomes. Tony, you're up. No pressure or anything.
Laporta.
Okay, Sammy Laporta. I like it.
All right. Divisions.
We're going to switch this off here. I'm going to take Big T screen off and boom, bam. That's how we do it there, right to the division. And look, the first team or first division at the top. We'll just go by how DraftKings Sportsbook has these divisions, Tony. And it's the AFC North right here. You got the Cincinnati Bengals and the Ravens at plus 145 apiece. Then you got Cleveland, who I know our guy JBC likes, at plus 550. And then
no way.
Yes, facts. He loves Deshaun Watson, loves the massages. He loves all that stuff. JBC's in for a little Cleveland Browns action. But and then the Pittsburgh Steelers at 8-1. All right, Tony. Pretty much you got a coin flip with the Bengals and the Ravens here. I kind of know which way you're going to go in this division. I'm going to have to go with the Ravens to win the division. I think that they're going to lose in the playoffs, but they're going to win the division. So I got to go with the Ravens. I think they're the better all-around team, even though I hate Lamar Jackson. I'm going with them at plus 145. Who do you got here in this division?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Pittsburgh sucks. I think Cleveland's horrible, like terrible. And Baltimore has Lamar Jackson, so I choose Bengals plus 145, baby. They got to play us.
You are such a homer.
They got to play us.
You are such a homer. It's unbelievable.
I got ODB's picks, too. He picks Bengals as well.
Bengals as well. All right. Yeah. I love how you just like shit on Pittsburgh and Cleveland, though. It's so funny.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they suck.
I haven't picked any of them in best ball either. Like nobody. Actually, I take that back. Pittsburgh running backs, I take.
This is my problem with the Bengals is, yes, they probably have the best offense, but I think they might have the worst defense of the 4 teams in this division. And I don't even think it's...
Baby. Offense wins championships.
But I don't even think it's close. Like these defense, like Cleveland's
I don't
defense,
think the
Pittsburgh's
offense is
defense.
close either, though.
Well, maybe you're right there. Even though Baltimore getting Derrick Henry, I think
I
you're
don't think that helps
underrating.
them as much as other people. Like they're just going to try to
Yeah.
run it more than they should, and he can't
No,
catch.
they were already one of the highest like run volume teams in the league. Like they're not running it more than that. It's
I don't
just
think
that
running it with Henry helps them though. Like I think that makes them a worse team. If they're going to run it like a ton with Henry, Henry sucks.
I just think it's going to be a nightmare to try and stop both him and Lamar. I just think that's going to be really hard with the read option and everything like that. It's just going to be tough for defenses to handle. But maybe Henry's washed.
By the way,
We'll
I was going to tease this on the tweet, but I never sent it. I got a lock 2-team teaser this weekend that going into the year, guaranteed, no chance it loses. Whoever wants free money, put everything you own on it, your entire net worth.
What are the odds that the Cincinnati Bengals are in this?
Might not even be NFL. I didn't say it was NFL. I just said it was a winner.
Oh, okay. Maybe you're going to throw out a little college action at us. Maybe a little WNBA. You got some female hoops.
WNBA. It's football.
No.
It's a football show, but it might not be NFL.
All right, fair enough. I like winners. If you give me a winner,
let me ask you this: should I snipe Xavier Worthy on AP, or should I be nice to him?
I would snipe the shit out of him, bro.
You want me to snipe him? Okay.
He took Marvin Harrison from you. I would snipe the shit out of him.
I sniped him. I took him.
Take that, AP. There's no love
I got your
or
two
friends
receivers,
in best
AP.
ball. There's no love or friends in best ball. I'll tell you that right now. All right, NFC.
You had to
West.
take Amari Cooper because I took Xavier Worthy. So that's what you get, AP. That's what you get.
That's not going to work out well. That guy doesn't even want to be in Cleveland. That's going to be nightmare with Amari Cooper. I don't think he even wants to be there. NFC West here, Tony. San Francisco 49ers minus.
You know I'm OCD. We got to stay in the AFC here.
All right,
you got to scroll up or something.
I will scroll. You are.
We can't be jumping all around.
Okay, AFC East, baby. Let's talk about it here. We got. You can see my screen. Yep, the Jets at plus 165. Little movement there. They were plus 180 a week or two ago. Now they're plus 165. Buffalo Bills plus 195. Miami Dolphins plus 205. And the New England Patriots coming in at 20.
I want to make this clear, too. When we write all these down, I'm going to put them on my clipboard over here. And if you take New England to win the division, you get 25-1. So whoever gets the most units is the winner when we look back at this for the record.
All right.
Okay?
That's fair.
Everything's one unit. All of our bets we're making are based on one unit tonight.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
I'm just saying you can pick the Patriots if you want to get in there, big boy. That's your team. You said you watch them every Sunday. Now's the time.
Chat, is he talking to me?
Yes.
I don't think he's talking to me because if he knows anything about me, he knows that I couldn't stand watching the Patriots for years. I couldn't stand watching
every Sunday. Patriots. Earlier today, you told me that.
No, I never said that to you ever. Now you're just lying.
Yes,
now you're just straight up lying to the people.
No,
you're lying to the people right
your
now.
Stepfather or your
no, I said that I put it on a side TV when he was there.
On your TV. You watch it every week.
Hey, do you see this guy? That guy, his name is Rob Gronkowski.
That guy, the camera doesn't go up fine.
That guy, I'll tell you, his name is Rob Gronkowski. He signed this fucking jersey for me in his goddamn kitchen, as I was standing there. And I was like, thank you, Rob. I appreciate this. And he signed it. He said we're me and my boy, John. I didn't say JSU. He called me John. It was fine. We were cool. But he signed that jersey for me. Greatest tight end ever. Just throwing that out there. No one's better than Rob Gronkowski. Not Travis Kelce, not Shannon Sharp. Nobody. Rob Gronkowski, greatest tight end. But I cannot in good conscience take the New England Patriots to win anything in the year 2024. Tony, I think I know you can bet this. Can you bet the New England? What are the Patriots to be to have the least amount of wins in football, to literally have the worst record in football.
You're the one that's got DraftKings up. You got to get in there and look, but they're going to be the worst team in football. So whatever it is, I want that to be one of my bets tonight.
That's what I was going to say. I think that's a good bet. If anyone can find me the odds on the Patriots to be the worst team in football, worst record in football, we're betting that.
It might not even be that good of odds is the worst part.
Probably not, but I'm still going to bet it because it's a winner. That's all I'm going to say. They're going to win like maybe 2 games. I think I'm being generous when I say 2. What do you think, Tony? Over, under? Are they winning more than 2 games?
No, I would literally like to bet them not winning a single game.
Yeah, their line right now is 4.5. I would bet the under. I would hammer the under on 4.5. That's their line right now on DraftKings. Like I don't think they get 4, let alone get over that. So no to the Patriots. Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to be one of those teams that kind of goes a little bit down from what they did last year. I think the defense is much, much worse. They lost some pass rushers. They lost their best interior defensive lineman who went to the Raiders. They lost a few offensive linemen, one who went to the Carolina Panthers. I think that there's a lot of talent there. They're going to put up points. Offensively, they're going to be good. But I think against like good, solid teams, all around teams, I think they're going to struggle. Teams like the Jets and others that are going to have an answer for them, especially with the good defense that, a team like the Jets have. I think they're going to struggle here. So I'm not in on the Dolphins, even at that nice plus 205 number. The Buffalo Bills, I think, and this has nothing to do with Stephon Diggs, I think they're not going to be as good as they were last year. But the problem is with saying this is they were kind of 2 different teams last year, right, Tony? Because they went through that spurt where they were bad and lost a few games in a row. And then we were like, you were the one that brought it up where we got that good number. I forget how high it was last year on DraftKings, but for them to win like the Super Bowl in the AFC, it was crazy. So we bet it. And then they started winning a bunch of games and they went on a roll. But I just think the Bills, talent-wise, even though they have the best quarterback in this division, I think the rest of it, the New York Jets have them. I think on defense, they have them clearly. I think on offense, skill position-wise, outside of the quarterback, they have them. And the Jets team with just a competent quarterback, they're going to win 11 games. This is an 11-game or more win team. I think the New York Jets are an easy winner in this division. Give me them at plus. I got them at plus 180 to win the division. I already posted that on my Twitter at JSURab if you want to follow me on Twitter. All right. You can go follow me. You can see all the bets that I place because I post them on Twitter after I place them. Put $1,000 on the Jets at plus 180 just to tilt ODB because he made fun of me for not putting the right amount to win the right amount with my first bet. So I put 1,000 to win 2,800 just for ODB. I'm going to be doing that all year just to tilt ODB.
Yeah, I agree with ODB for the record.
I know you do.
You got to bet even numbers.
You're the most OCD person ever.
Yeah. And that's just how betting units work. Like if you bet 1,000, you bet 1,100 to win 1,000. You probably do 1,000 to win like 899 or whatever you freaking do.
Yeah, or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a bet literally just to own you, and ODB made fun of me, and I was like, yeah, it's whatever. I don't care. I'm still owning Tony.
What was the bet he made fun of?
It was the Raiders bet.
Oh yeah. That
easy
deserves
winner.
Bad numbers.
Easy winner, people. I'll get to that later. Go.
Man, Go's on fire tonight, man. Go said it's actually your 1-year Twitter anniversary. Man, Go's got jokes tonight. I like that.
Hey, Travis, why don't you send Tony the winners?
Yeah, I agree with that also. But I wish I could disagree here, but I like the Jets too. Plus 165. The only thing I don't like, though, is, man, I feel like everyone likes the Jets with us, and everyone kind of has the same take. The problem is I just don't think they're gonna lose to these other teams. So their D's good. Their one big risk, I think, is Rodgers just getting hurt again. If he gets hurt, they're done. But This is fake unit show. I don't have the stones to put them a 1,000 like you on it. But for my fake 1 unit, I am on the Jets plus 165, and so is ODB. He's on the Jets with us.
Smart man, ODB is. I think more people than you'll think will be on the Bills by the end. I think with the numbers kind of flipping, because they were kind of even, kind of like how Cincy and Baltimore were kind of even in the odds for the division. They were at that point, but now with Buffalo almost, plus 200 or close to that, I think more people are going to be like, well, they only lost kind of Stephon Diggs, but they lost more than that. They lost their 2 starting safeties. They're going to start DeMar Hamlin at safety. That guy was so bad last year when I told you guys there was no way he was winning comeback player of the year because he wasn't going to play. They couldn't play him. Like he didn't even dress. Like that's how bad he was. And they're going to start him at safety. Like they're in trouble in a league that is gone more heavy and more heavy in the passing game. And the safeties are so important in that, I think that they're going to have a lot of issues just defensively with losing guys like Micah and Poyer in the back. Those guys were leaders and they were really good safeties. So, we're all in the Jets. Let's go to the AFC West. The Chiefs, Tony, minus 260 here. You got the Chargers at plus 350. You got the Raiders at plus 1,000, and then the Denver Broncos at plus 2,200. Is there any way you're betting someone other than the Chiefs? Well, I guess you were, because you're probably not laying like the minus 260.
Yeah, it's tough because I think the Chiefs have a chance to go undefeated. I might actually want to look at that bet too while we're on here. I think they're just going to roll. But could I bet the Broncos at 22-1? I don't think it's a terrible bet at 22-1 just because of the odds. Like all you need is a Mahomes injury and you're live for a really good bet. And the Raiders 10-1. I'm not excited to bet it. I'd rather bet the Broncos at 22 than the Raiders at 10. Chargers plus 350, I think is the worst bet of all. I'm never betting plus 350. Why are they that big of a favorite over the Raiders? They're equal to the Raiders.
Idea.
The only difference is quarterback. Obviously, Herbert's way better, but the rest of the roster isn't way better. So I don't know. It's Chiefs. I don't like it, though. I hate just saying Chiefs minus 260, but I can't in good faith make a different pick. If I did, it would definitely be Broncos 22-1 just because pure odds.
Yeah, if I did, it would be the Raiders at 10-1.
40-1 on that? 40-1, 17 wins. So that means they go undefeated? That doesn't count playoffs?
Yeah, that's just the regular season, 40-1.
I'm putting that.
I don't hate it.
I'm putting that in my bet.
That's the problem with betting the Chiefs is because I'm with you. I think the Chiefs are just gonna roll. So it's tough to actually take someone else in this division. But you're the Broncos. That would be your team. I guess my second team would be the Raiders. The team we both don't like is the Chargers. So we at least agree there. I think that's one of the more easier conferences. Let's go.
I'm going to bet that. I'm going to put all my bets up for anyone that wants them because I'm going to get them.
Are you going to bet that 40-1?
40-1 that they go on to. I love that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. There you go. AFC South, Houston Texans plus 105, Jaguars plus 250, Indianapolis Colts plus 340, and the Tennessee Titans coming in at plus 1,000 here, Tony.
If they're undefeated going to the last game, they're not freaking resting, dudes. And stop trying to be smart. This is a show where we talk about I'm not rolling it over. I'm not a grinder like that. I want to put my money in at 40-1 and I want to root it on, Travis.
And at that point, you could hedge, right?
We're making wagers here. Come on, all Travis. Right.
Stop fucking with our roll here, Travis. Yeah. AFC South.
Where are we at? What's the next one?
AFC South. I just rolled them through. Texans plus 105, Jaguars plus 250, Colts plus 340, and Titans plus 1,000 here. I think this is one of the more interesting divisions because I think you got 3 teams that are live, Tony. Like, I'm not going to say that they're for sure, but I think you have 3 teams that are 100% live. And the Titans, I don't love, but I kind of like Will Levis. I just don't love what's kind of around him as much, but I do like Will Levis. Like, I think he's talented as a quarterback. So, my bet for this division, Houston definitely has the best team, but I think Jacksonville at plus 250 is the team I'm going with. They have a ton of talent now. As long as Christian Kirk's healthy, they get Brian Thomas, Evan Ingram, I think is going to have a monster year. They get Gabe Davis. I think this team at plus 250 has a solid chance, and I like the odds at that number here of plus 250. So I'm going to go with the Jags here for my upset pick because I know most people are going to go Texans. Are you going to roll with the chalk, Tony, or are you going with one of these dogs?
Oh, ODB likes the Texans. This is my favorite one. Well, favorite one based on like it's the first underdog I picked. So I think the Colts are pretty dead to win it. Titans suck. So it's Houston and the Jags, but I just think Houston's due for a little regression here. And I think the Jags are going to be way better. So I agree with you. And I feel really good about the Jags plus 250. Like, granted, I will give a little clarification, though, that I was high on them last year and they just sucked. So maybe I'm a little attached. I mean, they were terrible last year, but I'm going Jags. I can't pass it up. I don't like Houston. I think Houston has a letdown year.
The funny part too, me and Tony haven't talked about any of these bets. So we have no idea who the other one is on for any of these things. I was not expecting you to pick the Jags at that number.
You should know that because I've just been pounding the Jags in every like best. Well,
that's because they're one of the most undervalued teams in best ball. That's not. I didn't know it was because you think they're going to win the division and stuff like that. But yeah, we're with you. I think JBC's on the Jags too, just to throw that out there. He agrees with the Texans, maybe a little regression and stuff like that. So I think JBC and Stats kind of agreed with pretty much your sentiments on that. So, all right, that is the AFC. Let's go to the NFC here. I'm going to scroll back up and then we'll scroll down. All right, first division here, we got the NFC West. Tony, San Francisco 49ers, minus 195. You got the LA Rams plus 350, Seattle Seahawks at plus 650, and the Arizona Cardinals at 1,300, plus 1,300. 49ers are going to be good to go. They got Trent Williams figured out and restructured. They got, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk's there. The offense is rolling. Is this just another year of the San Francisco 49ers, your San Francisco 49ers? Because you've been a homer. You love that team. Are you rolling with them again?
Yeah, so I've been on San Fran a lot. I think I feel pretty good about this one, too. I'm glad because I was hating my chalk early on. Although I don't think the Bengals are more chalky than the Ravens. So maybe I was too hard on myself. But I think the Niners are due for some regression, too. They've been the best team for like 4 years. They haven't converted on anything. They blew the Super Bowl last year when I was there. I actually like a weird bet for this one. I think you can get like plus 170, just the 3 teams, because I think the Rams, and I'll make a pick too, but I was just saying I like that bet because I actually like all 3 teams better than their odds. Like, I think the Rams should be better than 350. I think Seattle should be better than 650. And I think Arizona should be better than 13-1 because I think this division's more up for grabs than people think. And I like the 100%
with you.
And the Niners probably will win. But we're doing odds here. So I'm not laying 195 for the Niners. I got to make a pick on the show. I'm actually going to go off the board and take Arizona at 13-1. Try to hit me a little 13-1 shot.
So this is where because I agree with you on almost everything you said. This is the one thing we disagree on is I think the Rams are due for a little bit. That defense, no Aaron Donald. I think the defense is going to take even another step back. The offense is still going to put up points, but I think Seattle and Arizona are close to the Rams, and I don't get the odds where the Rams are plus 350 and the Seahawks are literally almost double that, and Arizona's triple. I don't get that. So I'm 100. I would even do just those two teams. Like I would take what if I could find a bet where I get those two teams to win the division, I would do that and take both of them because I think they're both at the odds. They have a very good chance because I'm with you. This division is definitely more up for grabs. I'm back and forth. I've been back and forth on, do I bet Arizona? Do I bet Seattle? The numbers are really good. I want to bet the 13-1 because I think Arizona is going to surprise a lot of people, and I think Kyler Murray's going to. But I'll go with Seattle. I think Seattle's offense is going to be really good this year, and I think it's going to be much better with Ryan Grubb at the helm. The guy from Washington, you're going to see a lot more downfield passing. I think DK is going to have a monster year. Kenny Walker, reports are he looks awesome. Like JSN's a beast. I think this offense, the problem is Geno, but if Geno could stay healthy, but that's kind of the problem with every team. Like if a team loses their starting quarterback in this league, they're kind of fucked. We talked about the Jets. You're like, hey, listen, if Aaron Rodgers goes down, well, yeah, if Buffalo loses Josh Allen or if the Chiefs lose Pat Mahomes, then they're screwed too. So it's the same thing, but we've seen Geno get hurt, and it's like, okay, if he can stay healthy, I think this team has a much better shot than people give them credit for. So me and you are both on the two dogs in this division. What was ODB on for this division?
You got to pick one of them. I picked one.
I just said I'm picking Seattle.
Oh, then you circled back and said 2 or something. ODB, so.
No, I said me and you were on the two dogs. Like the two. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
And ODB was on the Niners, but he said he agreed. He wanted to fade them, and he kind of agreed with what we were saying. He didn't actually give a pick, though, so he needs to text the picks for that. But he was on the Niners, and I think we kind of sold them to get off the Niners.
Those numbers are –
I agree with K. Reed, too. The Chiefs have Carson Wentz as a backup. Should I bet the MVP if Mahomes goes down week 1? What are my odds here for Wentz?
1,000 to 1.
What kind of odds can I get if Mahomes snaps his knee tomorrow night?
That's definitely. Oh God. Don't say that. I got too much Mahomes in best ball. Don't be talking shit like that. By the way, how's the best ball draft going before we get to this next division? Good?
I mean, it's going how they all go. Receivers, quarterback.
All right. We're rolling. Fair enough. Let's go to the NFC East here. We got the Philadelphia Eagles at -125, the Dallas Cowboys at +170, Washington at +900, and then the New York Giants. Daniel Jones coming in at +2,000. +2,000. Damn. All right, Tony. The Eagles, they get Saquon Barkley. They traded for Jahan Dotson. No Jason Kelce at center. Obviously, he's retired. Defense picked up some defensive players in the draft. They needed secondary help. They got some secondary help in the draft. One of the worst passing defenses or against the pass, in football last year. So the Eagles are -125. The Cowboys +170. I know that was a bet JBC liked at the +170 number. Do you see anyone else outside of those two that could win this division, or is it just a two-man race?
I think the Eagles are dead too. I don't understand why they're a favorite. I'm not a Hurts guy at all. I mean, when your best plays the tush push, I don't believe in you. Their D was terrible. I'm not like a huge Dallas guy as I was last year. I loved Dallas last year, but there's no way I can pick the Giants even at 20. I mean, there's no way at any odds. I like Washington for like some best ball pieces, but I'm not going to let the best ball impact what I think actually happens. Washington's not winning the division, even though I like the players. So I got to pick Dallas.
Please let Washington win the division and Jaden Daniels be MVP of the NFL. Please, God, because I'll win a lot of money.
MVP of the NFL.
A man can dream, right? I'm just saying. I'm like, if I say it like 1,000 times, you think it'll come? You don't think it'll happen? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe. It's what I hope. So you're picking Dallas.
I don't have a ton of conviction on this division. I felt good about the last couple. I don't have anyone else to pick though. I have to pick Dallas. I can't pick the other 3 teams.
All right. Well, Dallas ain't winning this division. They had their year last year. That was the best.
They're always a good regular season team too. I agree with
they are. No, they definitely. You're right about that. But that was the best Dak Prescott and company team you will see in the regular season. There has to be, Tony, they can't play better in the regular season. They literally can't. Maybe their running game could be a little better, but they have Zeke Elliott, Dalvin Cook as 2 of their 3 running backs. Hopefully Rico Dowdle's good, but we'll see, how that happens. So I just have to think offensively there's some regression. Now, defensively, I think they're going to be similar. I think they're going to create turnovers. I think they're going to also be susceptible to big plays down the field. And the Eagles, who is their main competition, well, they just have like 3 or 4 absolute studs on offense in A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Jahan Dotson, Saquon Barkley. They just added Saquon Barkley. And I know you're like, he might not be that. I still think he's an upgrade for this team for this year. And with Jalen Hurts, that just has to move the needle for me a little bit offensively. And their defense, I don't think can get much worse from the passing defense that it was last year. So I think there has to be some progression for their passing defense. So I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think even though it's the chalk pick, I think it's the right pick here. I don't think Dallas is going to have as good of an offensive season just because I just can't see Dak doing that back-to-back years. I could be totally wrong, but that's my take. I'm going Eagles. Can't take the Giants. Can't take the Washington team. Just better dogs, I think, to take if you want to take a shot on dogs in the division. So that's where I'm going. So you're on Dallas. Where's ODB at?
He's on Philadelphia for that one. I will say though, one way to think about these bets is if someone was betting them against you, what would you feel least confident in taking? So if someone right now came up to me, I'll bet Philly minus 125 for the year. I'd be so happy to take that because I got no risk. I'm not that worried about it. Well, I got to make one pick. I'm not that worried about it. If someone comes up like our boy Beanair comes up, I want to put 1,000 on the Giants 20-1. I feel okay about it, but I'm not thrilled to book that. 20-1, would I be totally stunned? So I don't know. I'm on the Cowboys, but I
think you would be stunned. I'm just going to throw that out there.
But I wouldn't holding a 20-1 against ticket there.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm fine even booking the Cowboys. I'm fine booking the Eagles. They don't even the Commanders too. I think's decent at 9-1. So I'm more on the 2 dogs. I think then I have to pick someone, so I'm picking Cowboys, but I kind of like the Commanders and Giants prices.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just too in the NFL, things change quick. You don't see it coming in the NFL, and then before you know it, you're out of the playoff mix and stuff. It comes quick.
Oh, like when we told everyone that the Eagles were going to lose to Tampa. Was it Tampa Bay last year? Everyone was no way.
We called the Eagles big time last year.
Yeah. All right, NFC South here. We got the Atlanta Falcons at minus 130. Tampa Bay Bucks at plus 320, the New Orleans Saints at plus 400, and the Carolina Panthers at plus 1100. Okay. Tony, the Falcons have probably the easiest schedule, I think, strength of schedule in all of football. They get Kirk Cousins, new coach. A lot of things happening over there. Traded for Matthew Judon. They picked up more defensive guys. I think they got Jesse Bates from previously of the Cincinnati Bengals, who they have a lot of good players on offense and defense. Minus 130, or are you going with the dog? I struggle to not take the Falcons here because I think they're going to have the best regular season record outside of the Chiefs. I think they're going to have the best regular season record in the NFC.
Yeah, this might be the easiest one. I mean, Falcons for sure. I don't like the Bucks. Saints are horrible. Panthers are horrible. I might have the most conviction of this one of any. I mean, it's the Falcons, without a doubt. The reason their schedule is so easy is because they get 6 games right here.
Correct. And K Reed knows, as always. See that? He didn't say Big T. He said
ODB
JSU.
likes Bucks too.
Who does he like?
The Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks. Who? Okay.
He said,
Bucks for ODB.
I was did you hear that, ODB? He said,
Baker Mayfield can't. Another guy. He's not going to have as good of a season as he had last year. Regression is coming for Mr. Baker Mayfield. It's just, it's coming. So Tampa Bay, no, thank you there. All right, let's go to the last division. I think it's the best division. That's why I saved it for last two. Like from a betting perspective, I think it's an awesome division to talk about because I think you have three of, I don't want to say the best teams in football, but three of the better teams and maybe three of like the top 5 or 6 teams in all of football in this division. And they're going to beat up on each other. You get the Detroit Lions at plus 130, Green Bay Packers at plus 230, Chicago Bears at plus 280, and the Minnesota Vikings at plus 1,100. Obviously, they lost one of their quarterbacks, J.J. McCarthy. They got Sam Darnold starting for this year, so that kind of stinks for them. They did sign Justin Jefferson. They are, though, the obvious team out of this division. I don't see them with Sam Darnold being able to do anything coming close to like this team, because the three other teams, they just have way too much firepower. I think they're much better all around. The Chicago Bears was one of the best second half teams in all of football. Actually, one of the other best second half teams in all of football was the Green Bay Packers, who came on when they started letting Jordan Love kind of take control of the offense, give him a little more kind of leeway and stuff like that. And he started making more and more plays. He kind of had a slow start to the season. I know that because I got made fun of on all these shows because I talked up Jordan Love. Some guy, Big T, used to make fun of me constantly for my Jordan Love.
Your fake cough where you say the name move. You love that. That's your favorite.
I do. No, I do. I love it. But yeah, and then you got the Lions, who I think Dan Campbell's one of those coaches. He's just going to get regular season wins because he coaches games aggressively, no matter if they're regular season games or playoff games. So like he's playing to win, and he kind of will take chances to win games, which I think helps him from like a regular season standpoint. But for me, if I think that there's 3 teams in here that are like literally top 6, top 7 teams in the NFL, I just have to take one of the 2 dogs. So even though like Detroit, a lot of people are going to take Detroit, and I know they're the favorite, for me, it comes down to Green Bay or Chicago.
You just talk for 20 minutes like you're not going to pick the Packers. Like everyone watching this knows you're taking the Packers. You only needed to talk for 8 seconds, and everyone would have known. You just talk for 20 minutes when everyone already knows your pick.
Well, here's the problem, though. So if you go to different books, the Chicago Bears aren't plus 280 on other books. I've seen them as high as plus 350. So they're
know about DraftKings Sportsbook at Run Pure Sports.
Well, there you go. That's all we know at Run Pure. Well, that's what I'm saying. So in this scenario, I got to bet the Packers at plus 230. They're the only team that I can bet because the Bears shouldn't be that close to the Packers. That's just the truth right there. Jordan Love, we'll talk about him later, but he's a stud. He's going to get better. He's got weapons all around him, even though I don't love the running game with Josh Jacobs, but I just think the offense overall is going to be so good. And I think the team kind of figured it out late in the season, and you saw that in the playoffs. They should have beat San Francisco. Don't get me fucking started on it because I'm still fucking tilted about it. Tony got his fucking ass owned when he took the Cowboys over the Packers, and now he's going to get owned again when he takes the friggin' Bears over the Packers. I can't wait.
You talk for 25 minutes about your team that everyone knew. It'd be like if I talked about the Bengals division for a half hour, and I'm like, and I take the Bengals. But yes, I am definitely on the Bears plus 280. They're loaded with talent. I think Detroit's due for regression. They still got Jared Goff, although they play every game in the dome again. Like literally every game, it feels like.
Yeah, it's like
Packers
15.
are definitely not winning though, so that makes me happy that I get that little smug look he gets where he sits back in his chair. I can't wait to never see that because the Packers are going to be nowhere near the victory circle.
Wait, you're saying the Packers aren't going to make the playoffs?
Yeah, definitely not. They suck.
You know what's going to happen? All three of these teams are going to make the playoffs.
They probably will, just because. I mean, you look at the NFC though; they're all the teams we just talked about. We weren't high on.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying book it. Like Atlanta's going to make it in their conference. These three teams. Then you've got who's the other? The Eagles and or the Cowboys, and then one of San Francisco, Seattle, Arizona, like one of those teams.
AP. With Coach, he does that coach does look like AP. That's hilarious.
With Coach AP.
It looks just like him. That's the funniest thing I've heard in a minute.
What's his name again? Is it Kevin O'Connell?
Yeah,
AP.
What do you mean? It's Andrew Peterson.
No, I know. I was trying to picture him in my head. Damn it, I was trying to picture him. All right, let's move on from division winner.
Yeah.
Let's get your conference winners, Tony. Who you got winning we'll start with the NFC.
Before you do it, let's go to make the playoffs. So I want to see these odds real quick.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm going to make the playoffs.
Right next to it, right there.
I got you.
So, like, some of these are interesting to me. Like, even the Niners, like I said, there's like crazy regression in the NFL at times where teams fall off out of nowhere. Like one injury and they fall. Like plus 350 to me feels like a great value on San Fran. That's my problem with these like bets like this. It's like I like the Lions probably. Yeah, I mean, I would say a no is better bet than yes because of how tough the division is. Like you just said it, there's three teams. I mean, you're getting plus 195. But then you get to like the Broncos. We talked about the Chiefs thing, and the problem is I'd rather bet them to win the division at whatever it was. Was it 8-1? I can't remember. Or I can't remember exactly what it was. But
who the Chiefs or the
Broncos at 8-1 or 10-1?
It was 22-1.
Yeah, like I would rather bet that than. Hold on, I need to make another pick. I would rather bet that than
the 6-1.
Yeah, just because I don't think they're going to get a wild card with the way things set up. So, Jags, Commanders. I just wanted to see if any of them. Who was another team I was looking for regression? Like some of those big, like Philadelphia. What do they know?
Philly. Let's see. Did I miss them? Oh, here they are. No, plus 200.
Yeah, like I love that. Plus 200 did not make it. Like I love that bet. Same with Baltimore. Like Baltimore plus 205 I like too.
What about like your points, the same thing with Arizona. Like give me the 13-1 over plus 3.
I'd rather just take the full thing.
Yep. I agree with you there. I was just trying to think if there was anyone else I could see. Anyone else you see that I'm scrolling right now?
No, I mean nothing.
The Raiders to make the playoffs at plus 300. Maybe sprinkle. Just throw that one out there. Right. I know Tony hates it.
I'm about to draft Carson Wentz in this best ball.
Shut the fuck up.
Just so I can be the only one in the field with him.
All right, conference winner. We're back to conference winner here. All right, so we're definitely out, I think, on San Francisco at plus 250 to win the conference. I think me and you are out there. You got the Eagles at 6-1, Detroit at plus 550, Dallas at 7-1. You got Green Bay at plus 750, Atlanta at 13-1. The Bears at 15-1, the Rams at 15-1, And then you got like the long shots, like Seattle at 28-1, the Bucks at 35, Arizona at 50-1. I mean, I think I know where you're going, Tony, but who do you like here?
So we got pick two, just because we'll pick them like this is our NFC Championship game. And obviously I'm going Bears because I like 15-1, but I think the Lions are my second team. We just talked about that.
Ooh.
I just don't like the NFC. As you were talking, I like the Falcons to win their division, but I can't see the Falcons going to the Super Bowl. They're not at that point yet to me. So I'm going Bears and Lions.
All right, Bears and Lions. So you're taking two of those teams from the same division there. I see you. See, yep. We're on the same path with that division being a tough division. I like that. So here's my problem though with that. Could they both get there? Like, let's say that division is tough and those teams theoretically all three make it into the playoffs, Tony. And so neither of them have neither of them have like the best record, right? So, well, I guess that could happen in that situation then, because they could be lower seeds and then win out and meet each other. So, okay, yeah, that could happen. My pick's going to be, I'm going with Green Bay for one. They got unfinished business.
Oh, everybody's done.
They got unfinished business. Don't even get me started here. You
tried to like undersell at that time too, because I made fun of you. See, like you tried to lead in, like I'll take Green Bay.
Yes, but the other team that I'm going to go with is the Atlanta Falcons at 13-1.
Oh, there we go.
I don't think that they're the best team in the NFC. Now, remember, we're picking two teams to get there. I'm not saying they beat the Packers, but I think at 13-1, if I think, Tony, they're the best record in the NFC and they get a bye, well, I think that puts them in a really good spot, and they're also 13-1. So give me those odds on the team that I think ends up with the best regular season record in the NFC. That means they bypass that first round, they get the bye, and then they can, hopefully win a game or two and get there. Easier path is what I'm hoping for with that 13-1. So, yeah, I'll go with the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Let's go to the AFC. Kevin R., don't talk about Kyle Pitts right now. Don't even get me started with Kyle Pitts right now. Already has a hamstring injury. All right. I know where you're going to go here. So you got Kansas City at plus 300. Should we just auto put Kansas City in, or should we even not count Kansas City? Because it's so ridiculous.
You're allowed to take them.
Yeah. Baltimore at plus 550. Cincy at plus 700. You got the Bills at plus 800. Houston at plus 850. The Jets at plus 1,000. Cleveland at plus 2,000. Miami at 11-1. You got the Chargers at 22-1 with the Jags at 22-1. The Colts at 35. I don't think we're taking any of these other teams. The Steelers at 30. Tony, I see some
120.
Yeah, we're not getting there.
What if Brady comes back?
Well, I mean, if Brady comes back, they're still not going to win.
You would like him? Would you like him if he came back?
I mean, they'd be better. Put Tom Brady in that offense right now. They'd be better than Jacoby Brissett and whoever else. I guarantee it. Yeah, well, I don't know about playoffs. The Jets would beat them.
Playoffs. I mean, the AFC is easy for me. I mean,
it's easy.
When these teams have been healthy, it was Chiefs, Bengals. It was Chiefs, Bengals. It was Chiefs, Bengals. It's going to be Chiefs, Bengals again. They're the two best teams. They're the two best quarterbacks. It's who it's going to be. Chiefs, Bengals once again. And we got to say ODBs. ODB had – actually, this was before we even talked about it, but he said surprise team Cardinals. So that's why he agreed with us when we got to the Niners, because he wrote that before we even talked about it. And then NFC Championship, he's got Lions over the Eagles, so he's on the line. I like that line. I don't like the Eagles part, but I like the Lions call. And then I don't see his A. Oh yeah, up top. Up top is you're gonna love this. His surprise team is the Broncos. I didn't see that part the first time.
What?
Your squad, he's role reversing
Wow.
on you. And his AFC championship, he's got Houston over Kansas City. So he's got Houston versus Lions in the Super Bowl. Lions over Houston's his winner.
All right. Well, I hate to say this, but you're both wrong. The winner of these two teams is going to be, and of course, Big T leaves as I start to talk about it because he doesn't really care about my winner, even though it's going to win. The New York Jets at plus 1,000. Just bet that thing right now. Plus 1,000. Best like overall offense, defense, that's like one of the best total teams in all of football right there with all the talent they have. They get plus 1,000. That's a great bet. And then you throw the Chiefs in there. It's going to be Chiefs, Jets. Winner of that goes to the Super Bowl. Chiefs probably going to win that. But for fun, the Jets bet is funner at that plus 1,000 price tag. So Chiefs, Jets, that's who I got. I think that is going to be the outcome there. Tony has definitely got a lot of homerism in him to put the Bengals back in the Super Bowl here, but that's okay. That's what Tony does. So, Tony, I gave the Chiefs and the Jets as my two picks.
The Chiefs and the Jets?
Yes.
You keep overvaluing defense too. Like the Jets, you think their offense is going to be good?
Okay, let's get to can we get to the awards?
Yeah. Oh God, we got to go through the awards too.
No, I'm just going to go through one award.
Oh my God.
His name is Garrett Wilson.
Oh.
Offensive Player of the Year. Where is it? Let me find it.
You're on the rookie.
Hold on. Stop yelling at me. Offensive play. He's 30-1 to win Offensive Player of the Year. Just bet that right now. Garrett Wilson's going to have 12 plus TDs. He's going to have 1,500 yards receiving. He is going to crush. Garrett Wilson, mark it down. He is going to absolutely destroy this year with Aaron Rodgers. He had to play with Zach Wilson last year. Like, he gets to play with Aaron Rodgers. I don't care what you think Aaron Rodgers. He is 10,000 times the quarterback Zach Wilson is. They are going to crush. 30-1. That's a great bet. You're welcome. We can leave on that bet if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, that's terrible.
I just gave you a winner. What do you want? What do you want from me?
That's definitely not a winner.
Tony,
you love Garrett Wilson. God,
that's
you love
terrible. Who's beating him? Awful. Who's a better bet? Show me a better bet.
I agree with Eddie. London at 50-1. I like better. You got the Falcons in the Super Bowl a minute ago. Drake London's got to be good.
No, I said they're going to play the Packers to get to the Super Bowl. Packers are in the Super Bowl. No, the Packers would be in the Super Bowl in that scenario because they would beat Atlanta.
Well, obviously, everyone knew you were picking the Packers over Atlanta. No one thought you were picking Atlanta.
Yes. Drake London at 50. Drake London at 51 is not a bad bet. You better
at least got a Love jersey for the year. Like, you freaking love.
Yeah, speaking of Jordan Love, if you want a good MVP bet, Jordan Love, 14-1, MVP. He will be the MVP this year. He will lead. Him and Patrick Mahomes will be the two leaders in passing touchdowns. They'll probably throw 35 plus each. They're going to crush. 14-1. You're welcome.
Joe Burrow, 950.
Oh, 950. Come on, give me a better one than that. At least double digits.
You don't like winners?
Wait, so I gave winners, and you're like, I don't care. I don't like
Jets guy to win Offensive Player of the Year, and the Raiders.
Why can't a Jets? The Raiders to win the Super Bowl.
Those were your two bets.
You're such a dick.
And the Jets.
You like the Broncos. Go fuck yourself. You like the Broncos.
No, that was ODB, not me.
Oh, yeah, it was ODB.
It was. That's what I said. ODB. That was his surprise team.
Yeah, player props, Terry McLaurin over 925.5 yards. That's like minus 120, I think, right now on DraftKings.
You just gave Mangone wood with that prop.
Yep. I did this whole thing out, and I don't want to bore Big T. I literally like went through every single quarterback. I was going to be like, this guy played with Sam Howell, and I was going to list off every quarterback he played with for the last 4 years, Tony. And every year he played with these shitty quarterbacks that I won't just run through all their names because they're so bad. He still had 1,000 or more receiving yards. It's actually insane how good and productive he was with how many bad quarterbacks he had to play with. So I think 1,000 plus yards, you can get that at plus, I think it's plus 120 on DK. I could be wrong on that, but something like that. I think that's an easy bet for Terry McLaurin. And I already talked about my Khalil Shakir bet, which Tony doesn't like, but I don't give a fuck. That's an easy winner too. Get him over 750. Easy winner right there. So you're welcome for the prop bets. Zamir White, if you want a touchdown winner, you can get him for plus money for 6 touchdowns, 8 touchdowns. Same thing with Gus Edwards. If you can find it, 6, 8. I think those are really good guys for touchdown bets. They're going to score a lot of touchdowns there on the ground. So those are my prop bets. You're welcome. Tony, any prop bets you want to give out to the people?
No.
All
Buick
right.
win, Pats 3-1. KC to go undefeated 40-1.
How's that pen taste, buddy?
Good.
Yeah.
Better than your warm water.
I don't know about that. My warm water is fucking good. I just
there
drank
it is, people. The warm water that has a drop left that you just drank the last drop. All the backwash just went down.
I got to get some more. You know what I mean? That's what it means. I got to get a little more. How many drafts you have left? Can I get the final tally before we get out of here?
I shut down we got to pick our Super Bowl winners.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that. All right. Super Bowl winner. Who you got?
It was the backsplash of water. But
yeah,
I didn't draft any today, so I still got to do a bunch tonight and tomorrow.
You got some work to do, buddy. Go ahead.
It's gonna be easy. Well, these are the Super Bowl. I am going. So first of all, I love the Bears. I bet I'm not picking the Bears on this show, but the one thing I actually bet was the Bears go down. Or there they are.
Yes. Yes, Big T's boy. That's my guy now, Rick Majerus. Team JSU, baby.
Oh, Rick. Woo! We had such a good relationship, Rick, and it's finally ruined.
Let's go, Rick. Welcome to the squad, brother.
Oh,
that just made my night. Just made my fucking night.
So
all right, go ahead.
I bet the Bears at 35-1, I think, a while ago, and it's still 35-1. That's what I actually bet. I like the price on that, but for the sake of the show, I'm definitely not picking that. But Bengals 13-1. My Bengals, they got to play us, baby.
Yeah, the Packers and the Jets are the best by the odds, 19 and 18-1. They're the best. Don't listen to that bullshit. Green Bay, though, we're sticking with the theme for the show.
Is this you? Is this your burner? Is this your burner? Oh man, did you guys just become best friends?
I think we did just become best friends. If Rick Majerus is really a gym owner, then we definitely just became best friends.
There's no way he's making it up.
He's got to be making it up. Maybe he's not, though. Yeah, as a Bears fan, the Bears definitely – I think the Bears in Atlanta are like the fun bets, 30 and 35 to 1.
The Bears I could see winning. I can't see Atlanta winning the Super Bowl.
I can literally see them going 14-3.
But they still have to beat people, and they have to beat Detroit and teams like that in the playoffs.
The Bears still have to too, and as much as you want to say about that team,
players though, I can at least respect the upside of Caleb Williams.
I can make the case that Atlanta's players are pretty much just as good as the Bears players. They're pretty close. You think they're way better though, apparently.
I mean, I think the upside of Caleb Williams is way higher than Cousins.
Oh, for sure. But Kirk Cousins is established. Caleb Williams.
The NFL is all upside, though, with those quarterbacks.
So you don't think Kirk Cousins can get a team to the Super Bowl?
No, he's a statue. He's Drew Bledsoe. I like him for best ball, though.
He's Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, he's Drew Bledsoe 2.0. Statue back there.
All right. Well, I still think it's good odds just for a team that we think is going to be good.
I like the odds. Those are just the bets, like you said. They're a fun bet. Like,
yeah,
you never know. Maybe Kirk Cousins just totally crushes.
I mean, the crazy bets would be like the Arizona 100-1, or like if you wanted to get like crazy. I like them. I just don't know if you like them to win the division. So, I mean, 100-1, could you sprinkle it?
I'm not betting Arizona to win the Super Bowl.
I was trying to get you out there.
Like, I mean, it's a fun bet. It's a fun way to lose your money.
It's a good point. It is a fun way to lose your money. All right, that's gonna do it here. We talked enough about the bets and everything like that.
Schedule tomorrow. He's typed it in there 9 times what the schedule is tomorrow for opening day.
I already said the schedule. Mangone obviously didn't start the show like on time. He probably came in 15 minutes late and didn't do the thing he does where he goes like 5x speed, so he can't hear.
I heard him when he was at my house, by the way. I was in the office. And I was like, whatever I was watching. In the other room, I hear him on his computer listening in like 9x. The same voice I was listening to was going 9 times faster out of his speaker.
It's unbelievable. I don't know how he can. How can you like take in information like that? Like it's
Travis. That's what he does. He doesn't send me prop winners though. I can't believe I never got him tonight.
Yeah, no prop winners for you. Either way, scheduled
week, Travis.
Either way, the schedule for tomorrow is as followed: 11 Eastern Time, Saber Sim, Run Pure Sports Show with Rubio and AP. 3 p.m. Eastern Time, me and Big T running through the print factory for you guys for the Showdown slate. And then at 6 Eastern, you got Wiley and JBC with the Showdown King show for the late, closer to lock show for Showdown. So that is the schedule. And then, like I said, we'll have all the content you need: core plays, playbook, Discord for you guys to ask questions, stuff, runpuresports.com. RPS15 is that promo code for 15% off your weekly or monthly payment. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Hopefully, one of you guys takes one of these bets and hits a winner later in the season. Drop your favorite bet too in the comments. If you want to comment your favorite Super Bowl bet, drop your favorite Super Bowl bet in the comments. Who you like to win? Throw it out there. Own me and Big T. Big T's got, I think he said the Bears. Big T, who is your actual winner?
The Bengals, I said.
Oh, of course you picked the Bengals. They're finally going to do it. Okay.
I love the Bengals this year. I love when you say finally going to do it. 2 years ago, they were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they pissed me off when they should have won. I'm still irritated at them. Well, I'm still irritated. I'm still mad about it. So that's why I refuse to bet them.
Hoist the trophy.
Who?
Seattle, Steven says in the chat.
Whoo, Seattle. What's the week 1 parlay, JS? Week 1 parlay. I didn't do a week 1 parlay, but I had a boost for tomorrow's Showdown slate. I'll give it out now. But it was Mark Andrews 40+ receiving yards, Xavier Worthy 40+ receiving yards, Travis Kelce over 56.5 receiving yards, and Justice Hill, probably one of my favorite prop bets on the board, over 8.5 receiving yards. I think it's like a slam dunk for Justice Hill, over 8.5 receiving yards. So those 4 bets, I think I got it. I think I got it to like 10 to 1 with my boost, or 12 to 1 or something like that with my boost. So that was my little parlay bet I put in for tomorrow. So there you go. All right, Tony, we'll be back tomorrow for the show, 3 p.m. Eastern Time for this show here for Showdown. So if you're into Showdown, make sure you come back to this channel tomorrow, 11 Eastern, 3 Eastern, and 6 p.m. Eastern. Shows all throughout the day for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy that and get on over to Run Pure Sports, RPS 15 with that promo code. Until tomorrow, for Big T and myself, JSU, we're out of here. Peace.